What is Melanesia, from the context in which the category of Melanesia was constructed to its geography? Melanesia is one of 3 regions in Oceania, the other 2 being Polynesia and Micronesia. Melanesia is the oldest inhabited region in Oceania, as parts of Melanesia were settled by modern humans more than 40,000 years ago. Furthermore, Melanesia contains hundreds of ethnic groups and some 1,400 languages belonging to several language families, making Melanesia the most culturally, linguistically, and ethnically diverse region in Oceania. The word Melanesia is derived from the Greek words Melos and Nessos, meaning Black Islands. This word was invented by Frenchman Jules Dumont d'Urville in 1832 to be the name for the region of Oceania inhabited by generally darker-skinned peoples. Historically, the peoples of Melanesia never referred to themselves as Melanesians, nor divided the ocean within the boundaries of Melanesia. The modern geographic boundaries and the concept of Melanesia was a product of European racial geography. Thus, scholars have heavily criticized Melanesia because the category had little to do with physical geography, language, or culture, but rather was based on a flawed racial theory that the Pacific was inhabited by 2 distinct human races, a yellow and a black race. In 1832, d'Urville linked the yellow race to Polynesia and Micronesia, and linked the black race to Melanesia. Europeans considered and represented the darker-skinned inhabitants of Melanesia as uncivilized savages compared to the lighter-skinned inhabitants of Polynesia and Micronesia. While the origin of Melanesia was based off of racialized thinking from Europeans who grouped together Pacific Islanders primarily for the superficial traits of skin color, irrespective of language and culture, today, Melanesia has a positive meaning for the peoples of Melanesia, providing an identity that is confident and imbued with pride, thus overcoming its racist origins. The peoples of Melanesia have taken ownership of the word Melanesia and see their future as Melanesian. So despite its racist origins, Melanesia is now a term of empowerment and a focus of identity. As Solomon Islander scholar Tarsicius Kabutalaka eloquently puts it, since the 1970s, Melanesians have appropriated the term Melanesia and used it for self-identification, turning it from a derogatory term to a positive one, a source of pride and self-identification. They have appropriated a colonial concept and deployed it as an instrument of empowerment. Now that we established the historical context in which Melanesia was constructed, let us go over its geography. Melanesia contains roughly 2,000 islands, or potentially hundreds more if the islets and cays are included in the total number. The combined land area of Melanesia is roughly 366,000 square miles, or 950,000 square kilometers. The islands of Melanesia are geographically diverse, from the massive continental island of New Guinea, with a long chain of mountain ranges with peaks that reach over 13,123 feet, or 4,000 meters in height, to small atolls a few square miles in land area and no more than a couple feet at their highest points. Melanesia consists of 6 main island groups: New Guinea, the Bismarck Archipelago, the Solomons, Vanuatu, New Caledonia, and Fiji. There are also numerous smaller archipelagos and outlying islands such as the Raja Ampat Archipelago, Schouten Islands, Louisiade Archipelago, Torres Strait Islands, Santa Cruz Islands, Taku, and Rotuma, to name a few. From these main island groups, along with the smaller archipelagos and outlying islands, there are 7 island polities in total: the 4 independent island countries, the independent state of Papua New Guinea, Solomon Islands, the Republic of Vanuatu, and the Republic of Fiji. There are 2 island polities that are each a part of another country: Western New Guinea, a region of the Republic of Indonesia, and the Torres Strait Islands, which is a part of a state of the Commonwealth of Australia. And lastly, there is the French territory of New Caledonia. Located at the western part of Melanesia is the island of New Guinea at 303,381 square miles or 785,753 square kilometers. New Guinea is the second largest island in the world and the most populous island in Oceania with around 13 million people as of 2022. There are nearly 800 languages spoken here. New Guinea comprises two political entities, Western New Guinea and the independent state of Papua New Guinea. Western New Guinea makes up the western half of the island of New Guinea, including the islands of Rajampat Archipelago, Schouten Islands, and Mapia Atoll. Politically, Western New Guinea consists of several autonomous provinces of the Republic of Indonesia. The island country, the independent state of Papua New Guinea, makes up the rest of New Guinea, as well as the Louisiade Archipelago. Located in between New Guinea and Australia in the Torres Strait, we find the Torres Strait Islands. The Torres Strait Islands consist of some 274 islands. Politically, a few of the northernmost islands are part of the independent state of Papua New Guinea. The rest of the Torres Strait Islands are part of the Commonwealth of Australia as a region of Queensland State. Directly to the north of New Guinea is the Bismarck Archipelago, which consists of several island groups. With a surface area of around 19,200 square miles or 49,700 square kilometers, the Bismarck Archipelago is the second largest island group in Melanesia. Politically, these islands are part of the independent state of Papua New Guinea. To the east is the Solomon Islands. The Solomon Islands consist of more than 1,000 islands, ranging from low-lying coral atolls to mountainous high islands. The Solomon Islands consist of two political entities, the Autonomous Region of Bougainville and Solomon Islands. At the northern end of the Solomons is the Autonomous Region of Bougainville, which is politically an autonomous region of Papua New Guinea. The island country of Solomon Islands make up the rest of the Solomons, which include the outlying Santa Cruz Islands. To the south of the Solomons, we find Vanuatu. Vanuatu contains around 83 islands, several of which are volcanic. All these islands form the island country, the Republic of Vanuatu. To the south of Vanuatu is New Caledonia, which consists of three island groups: Grande Terre, the Loyalty Islands, and the Chesterfield Islands. These islands form the French sui generis territory of New Caledonia. At the easternmost part of Melanesia is Fiji. Fiji consists of numerous island groups and outlying islands. The two largest islands are Viti Levu and Vanua Levu, and they cover around 87% of the total landmass of Fiji. The northernmost island is Rotuma, and the southernmost island is Conway Reef. Altogether, these islands form the Republic of Fiji. There are numerous outlying islands in Melanesia that are inhabited by Polynesian ethno-linguistic communities, known as Polynesian outliers. There are about 16 Polynesian outliers in Melanesia. These include Taku, Sikayana, Tikopia, and West Uvea, to name a few. Altogether, the islands of New Guinea, the Bismarck Archipelago, the Solomons, Vanuatu, New Caledonia, Fiji, and the many smaller archipelagos and outlying islands make up the region of Melanesia.